No, Tatsumi, don't digivolve any further, please, I'm begging you. Oh, like, I was gonna say, like, literally when, like, the Akame chapter came out, I saw a bit of the raw, and I was like, oh no, Tatsumi's digivolving! Oh no, it's the same stuff in the anime. Oh, thank God there's differences to it. Okay, so I was gonna say, there's some good stuff and there's some bad stuff. I feel like that's been like a good run-of-the-mill kind of what Akame's been for like a very good time, where it's like, it had good stuff, but it's got some burning dumpster fires in there as well. And like, of course, I got to talk about the best part of it, was that we saw a little bit of S death at like the first page and all that, which we just get to see what she's doing best, which is just clearly burning and killing and murdering people like that. And it's just like taking care of the rebels, and I was like, oh, that's all you're getting, S death? Okay, bye. It's like, that was all I was getting. I was a little upset. It was a nice colour thread that we got, obviously, to celebrate the final part of like the war and everything, but going from this is that we've got obviously the prince like just going absolutely fucking batshit insane with like his Tegu just going nuts. He's just like, I'm gonna purge everyone, and Tatsumi's like, dude, stop being an idiot, you know, come to your senses. And it's like immediately pulling out stuff that we didn't see from the last time, where it was like it was able to like summon out these like insect like little melee like little guards they were called, and he just like cut through them. He's like, oh, this ain't nothing. But then adding into the fact that he was just making explosions happening just left, right, and fucking center. Adding into the fact that like Tatsumi has a slight bit of like, he's like, I really want to go like just go straight in and fuck him up, but I'm trying to protect the citizens. So he immediately goes and just takes the brute force of like one of these blasts right there and protects the citizens. And, and like I don't know, I got really upset when he was just like, yo, it's dangerous, get out of it, and like that, and then immediately just gets stabbed completely through the spine just like it was nothing like that. And it was just like, wow, this is just there. And then getting punched just square in the fucking face like that, just like, yeah, that's it, you're done, Tatsumi, you're dead. Like, I was like, and just seeing that as just like mine like that, and I was like, you know, I will return to where you are and all that, I promise. I like, you know, like my body moved on its own. And right there, and he was like, yeah, but I thought the armor was broken, you know, what's going on and all that. So, you know, how can I still move? And the reason is because it used the last transformation. Like, he literally used the last bit of the limiter there, which technically doesn't really make sense. It's like, oh, I just, like, now the armor is just doing whatever it wants now. The pretty much now is the point that it activated the last part of it, and that's it. Like, right there, it's like, okay, that, like, now that's the signal for Tatsumi's end. Right there and then, it's just like, you know, that was like, yeah, now we can clearly see as he's now, this is a bit where it's like, it's from the fucking anime as well, is like when he sprouts out the dragon wings like that, and it's like, oh look, he, honestly at this point, he looks a lot similar to WARGREYMON now. Like, this is why everyone says he's a fucking Digimon, because he just looks like a little bit like WARGREYMON. Like, to be fair, like, Dragon Wing Line, it's just that it reminds me a lot of that anime episode, which I don't particularly like, because he's going against a Gundam, and it's like, at the end of the day, the thing is still a fucking Gundam, regardless of how you look at it, and it just looks like a crazy, like, psychic thing. And then, when that happens, immediately fucking Wave just comes out with Grand Chariot, just immediately going Grand Force Ryuga like that, just knocks that thing on its ass. Like, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, you know, what are you doing here, Wave? Like that, because you wasn't in the show like that. You wasn't in the last part of that, and it was just like, you can clearly see, though, when he was saying, like, having this, is that, you know, Kurome was talking him into it, saying, you need to go and, like, take care of this and all that, and saying, like, look, you're struggling already, like, from there to, like, actually deal with any of this stuff, because you just saw that mushroom cloud and saying, that's not a war. That's just, that's just pure purification and just evil, like, stuff there. And surprisingly enough, like, when that was happening and all that, all those people that were ambushing them, I was like, oh, I thought that was going to be a thing. It's just like, oh, so whilst that's going to happen, like Kuromi's going to deal with the last of, like, all those monsters. But no, it's just like, no, they just dealt with them, and saying that, you know, like, and what the thing is saying, you know, you killed half of the monsters that attacked me and all that, and it's like, so maybe, you know, like, there could be some, like, hiding in the background, we don't know, that, you know, like, that could happen, like, to Kurome, but it's like, you know, for all we, like, all intents and purposes, like, at the moment, it's like, it seems like those guys just came out of nowhere, and that was kind of pointless, kind of building that Kurome and Wave were just going to get attacked because they just got completely off screen, and now we've got this combination of Tatsumi and, like, Wave immediately going against them. And you can clearly see, like, when you're looking at Tatsumi now, it's like how much more Incursio has taken it over, because now, like, his entire face, just his eyebrows and all that, are just immediately just now this dragon-like, the whole neck, like, the horns, like, So like, yeah, this is like right there, like when we saw that, when like Tatsumi was grabbing that was the clear, like that was definitely, yeah, that Tatsumi's done. Like that was just like clear out, like Tatsumi's not making this out of this and all that. Whether or not Wave, like I feel like Wave is like will probably make it out of it like he did in the anime, like Arome, I don't know. Like I generally think there might be some other ones, because she said like, oh, you took care of half of them that attacked me, like, so it was like, and like I generally think that, you know, like maybe at like some of them there might be some reference, like they come back and attack Kurome, or they do have that happy ending, like in place to like what exactly, you know, like what her like a mind able to have, like that, and just I don't know, like, you know, that kind of shows as well that like we're gonna see this, like they're gonna take it down, and S-Def is gonna see like Tatsumi's just dead body, and she's just gonna snap, and that's gonna instigate the final battle in the series, which is just clearly going up to, which is the S-Def versus like Akame fight that we originally had for the series. Now, question is though, like with Wave at the end, will he like actually try and take, like, you know, will he try and help like people over there, like at the kingdom, like afterwards and all that? It might give a little bit of advice, or is he just like, it feels like he's just gonna go straight back, like he's gonna go straight back to Kurome, and whether or not Kurome's dead or not would be questioned. But since like they said that pretty much all the deaths in the anime are gonna happen in the manga, so it's like Kurome, you know, that could change, like I don't know. But that, like I did enjoy the chapter, but I was like, oh really? Because like it's just like they're following the same stuff from like the anime, and that was stuff I clearly didn't like in the anime, but they did have some good moves. Like I liked Wave came back in the end. I thought that was kind of cool that there's like a team up between both Wave and Tatsumi. I think that's kind of cool that they're going against it, so it's like it's not just like Tatsumi becoming this golden fucking Digimon at the end like that and just like dealing with it. So I'm kind of glad about that part in general, but it's like the way, like the whole Kurome thing is like, we don't know if she's dead and all that. The only issue is like, oh, like they're just pulling all this techniques coming out, and it's just like, honestly, the biggest problem in the chapter I feel like was just like, yeah, right there, that spelled the end for like immediately with like Tatsumi, and I was thinking like they could have done it a better way. That was like the only thing I really had like a big issue with, and just that's like moment just felt really just shoveled in there, where it's just like, it was just like the quickest thing just to put in there. It was just like, oh, let's just give S-Def a moment to shine. I love S-Def. S-Def always best girl, but it's just like, well, I don't know, just like weird. It's just like, oh, let's just show her like on a mountain of the corpses doing what S-Def does better, and just gives death. So other than that, like overall the chapter I feel was above. I feel like it was above average. I think it was good. It had some good moments. I definitely loved that Wave came out at the end. Definitely, like art-wise, really good and all that. Really enjoyed the art. I still don't like the Gundam Tegu. I still don't like it, regardless in the manga. And I got kind of pissy when I saw that. Oh, here comes the wings. Here comes the Digimon transformation. So other than that, I do think it's not a negative chapter. But then as well, I feel like the negatives like also add up to the positives as well. But I feel like there was more positives than it was negatives. So other than that, I feel like a 6, like a 6.5 was like for this chapter, like maybe a 7 if you're pushing it like to it. But I'm very curious to see what you guys think in the comment section down below, what you think about this chapter. Other than that, I wish we had a little bit more of that stuff, like instead of her just kind of being shoehorned in at the end. But I'm really happy that Wave's like coming back. I'm really happy about that. So we'll have to wait and see like what's going to happen. But I kind of hope that maybe next like month's chapter or the months after that, we kind of deal with this Tegu. But thank you very much for watching. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section down below about this Akame Ga Kill chapter. But that's all from me. So I'll see you beautiful bastards though next time.